Hey guys, it's Vornskyr here, and today we are back in Star Citizen to check out patch 12.5. This one's been a long time in the making, I suppose. Is that what you'd say? I don't know. We've been waiting for it for a while. It's been about a month, I think, since the last patch was released. And this patch it addresses a couple of very important issues. The first one being some pretty severe lag problems in multiplayer, which was causing a lot of rubber banding and that sort of thing. I still don't have multiplayer access. There's up to citizen number 200,000 has been given multiplayer access, and if you can believe it, I am citizen number 200,240. So I basically missed out by probably a day. Like if I'd backed the game a day earlier, I'd probably have multiplayer access. But apparently it's been pretty much unplayable. So hopefully this fix will really fix that up. But so I said there were two important things. The other one is that the freelancer toilet can be interacted with. Oh yes. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Wow. The only problem is I can't sit on it. I don't know why, but I can't sit on it. Alright, let's move on. So there's that. You might have noticed the hangar is looking very dark. It looks like they've tweaked the lighting a bit more. So you kind of got spotlight effects looking down on the ships. So it's kind of cool. I think it's probably a bit too dark. They might have gone a bit too far in that direction, but it does look cool. It's a nice effect. Oh, you see the kind of fade-in effect there? That's interesting. That's kind of weird. I guess it's kind of a draw distance sort of thing. Okay. So there's been a number of balances and that sort of thing to the ships and weapons in Arena Commander as well. So one of the big things is that, at least the big things to me, is that the Omnisky cannons have been nerfed. That's these bad boys right here. But they're not the only things that have been adjusted. There's been a lot of adjustments made. So you'll have to just jump in and figure out how that affects you really. Obviously there's going to be a link in the video description to the full patch notes, so you'll be able to see all of that in greater detail. And there's also been a few changes made to the to missile sounds, apparently, like the sound effects for missiles. So what I'm actually going to do is I'll jump into a quick Arena Commander match, and we'll see. I'm actually going to take the 300i, because I normally take the Hornet for this. Apparently something else that's been changed is that the cockpit will actually shake a bit when you take hits. So that's kind of cool. Because that's something that has been missing a bit, is that you don't really... Well, often you won't actually know when you've been taking a lot of damage. So hopefully this will be a nice change. So I will load into an Arena Commander match, and I'll see you then.
System operational.
So what's going on here? Looks like it hasn't loaded in the level properly. Hopefully it'll all pop in soon.
Contact.
Is it loading?
Flare launch.
Okay, there we go. Just took a while. It still hasn't fully loaded in. Maybe it has now.
Scan initiated.
Alright. It's interesting, oh, maybe that was just a bit of slowdown actually. I was going to say it looked like the velocity was a lot slower on the rounds, but it seems like it's okay now. Alright, so what are we going to do? Let's fire a missile and see if we can pick any sound differences. That's not the missile button.
Proximity alert.
There we go. So there's a few more shielding messages by the sounds of it. Then there's that sound effect for the shields coming back up too. Let's try again with the missile lock. I couldn't really pick a difference myself. Oh, I'm being shot actually.
Scan initiated. Refreshing shield. initiated.
He's dead. It's been too long since I've played this, I've forgotten half the controls.
Chaff.
I keep pressing the countermeasure button too. Alright, let's see if we can notice a difference with this missile. So I think it sounds a bit better when it launches. The sound effect for the missile launching just is a bit improved, I think. An interesting thing about missiles as well is that it seems that previously they were basically ignoring the shields, like completely ignoring the shields, which they weren't really supposed to do. So now they're actually doing shield damage as well, apparently.
Scan.
And there's also a new Vandal boss, apparently. So I'm not going to try and face him right now, get up to him right now, because that could take a while. But I'll probably do a video at some point, just fighting him. And you can see these Omnisky cannons are doing a lot less damage than they normally would. But still, you can get kills. So they're not exactly useless. Yeah, that works pretty well. Alright, so let's go back to the hangar. It's interesting, you put me outside of the ship. Alright, well, anyway. So hopefully the multiplayer changes have been effective in this patch. If they have, then presumably they'll keep rolling out the multiplayer to everybody else. I think if it hasn't, like if they haven't fixed the rubber banding issues and all that, then they'll probably hold off a bit on the multiplayer release, like continuing the release. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens, I guess. But yeah, overall, seems like a pretty good patch. Hopefully it won't be a month until we see the next one, but it's hard to say with this sort of thing. There's been a there's been a lot more fixes than what I've just talked about as well. So check out the full patch notes if you're interested in that. There's been a lot of little bug fixes and balancing and all that sort of thing. But I think I'm going to leave this here. So I'll have some more Elite videos and maybe some Euro Truck videos coming out over the next few days as well. So stay tuned if you're interested in those. But until then, guys, I've been Vornskyr. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.